I want to talk about Boruto, chapter 35, and Boruto the anime, episode 202. Specifically, the scene where Sasuke is standing in front of that mysterious wall. And there's a list of Otsuki who's been to the planet. I have a picture of it. Let me see if I can show it. See? Over here are the first Otsuki to come to Earth, and their names are scratched out. The next ones on the list are Ishiki and Kaguya, who ended up both in some trouble. I can't go into it. And then the next people to come are Momoshiki and the big Otsuki that used to come with him. I can't remember his name, but his name starts with a K. And underneath this is the cage of the Ten Tails. They keep it right in there. And you can see the Renin Sharingan is right over it, to remind you how much the Uchiha clan is associated with the Ten Tails and what they think of the Uchiha clan when they see their eyes. Okay, that's the room. What's going on with these scratched out names? Why? First, who scratched out their names and why are their names scratched out? There's lots of theories, but I really think that I've chosen the most logical reasons. Either two people scratched it out. Either the Otsukis did it, or someone like Sasuke, someone with Otsuki-like ability, who descended from Otsuki, or stole Otsuki powers, or was given Otsuki powers, came back to this place, just like we just seen Sasuke do, seen the Otsuki wall and was like, I don't like them, and crossed out their name. Or he wanted to hide it from the Otsuki and crossed out their name. So it can be a mysterious guy with Otsuki powers or the Otsuki themselves. Which one is the most likely? Which one is the most likely? Either the Otsuki did it or a guy with Otsuki teleportation-like powers. Okay, then why? Why did they scratch it out? Why? In the Naruto world, when you scratch out a symbol or a name, there's usually only two reasons. Either they are traitors, they're leaving because, they're traitors, or they're dead and they shamed the clan. So either these people are dead because they died on Earth and they did not pass on karma, which is a shame to the Otsuki. To die without passing on karma on Earth, cross out your name. Or they're traitors, and the Otsuki, to punish them, crossed out their name and they're missing and gone. But either way, these two lead to the other two answers. The Otsuki would see both these things as them making another Otsuki-like kid. If there was an Otsuki-like person who came to this world, the Otsuki wouldn't like that. If it was the Otsuki themselves who came back to this world to cross out their name, that would be a treacherous thing to do. It would be a sign of they are traitors. See? So no matter how you twist it around, they're either traitors or dead. But if you're an Otsuki, if you died, you're a traitor. If you died without passing on your karma, you are a failure and a traitor. Or they willingly betrayed the Otsuki, and the Otsuki crossed out their name because of it. Those, to me, are the only two logical decisions. I can go more, but we were just talking in a circle. Not only that, I believe that there were already Otsuki on Earth before Ishiki and Kaguya. It's the only thing that makes sense. The only thing that makes sense is what we're seeing is exactly what we're seeing. It's a login sheet, and the people in front are the first people that came to the world. And now they're gone. So that means someone did come to Earth before this. And either they failed or succeeded and are now gone. We don't see no evidence that the Otsuki were on Earth before Ishiki and Kaguya started really causing chaos. There are 3 mysterious places and 3 mysterious people with a lot of mysterious information and a lot of mysterious abilities. Usually, if there are mysterious places, mysterious people, and mysterious abilities, they're connected. The Otsuki are very mysterious. The toads and the frogs are waiting for Kaguya to land on the planet. They're waiting. They understand what the Ten Tails is doing. They had the future sight, which is also an Otsuki thing. It's just a really weird coincidence that the frogs, the toads, have the same power to see the future as the Otsuki. It's not accurate either, because they're seeing the future of partial Otsuki. Like, it just seemed weird that y'all have the same power as them, and also y'all have the key to defeating them. And y'all are willing to go to an Otsuki, who is the enemy. Think about it. The animals would understand that the Ten Tails tree is killing humans and nature, which is two things they care about some. So wouldn't they go to a full-blooded human, try to make it them into a sage, and then have him defeat Kaguya? It failed. That wouldn't have worked. They would turn to animals. Instead, for some reason, they went to a half-breed, a half-human, half-alien, and said, hey, you try sage energy. We seen some future sights. We try it. I don't think it was like that. I think they knew it was going to work. I think that this is a process that they've seen before. I think there were traitors on the planet, and they left evidence or information behind so the frogs could know what to do. They left specific things and specific clues behind so the frogs would know that they need one of them to defeat them. We need to convince them. Our chakra by ourselves, us toads by ourselves, is not enough. We quake in front of Kaguya with the power of the Ten Tails, with the power of devouring all of humanity and processing natural energy. We break in her like our body squeeze around her. But her son is a pure sage. He can stand up to the power. They chose him specifically. It ain't just future sight. It ain't just destiny, which the Otsuki say they have the master of. And there were already two Otsuki on the fucking planet. There were already two Otsuki on the planet. Come on. They have something to do with the toads. They have something to do with the future sight that is left behind with Jiraiya, Kashin Koji, the old man toad. These things are too coincidental. It's too much of a coincidence that Momoshiki can also see the future. It's too many coincidences that the toads can see the future and the Otsuki can see the future. And the Otsuki here to steal natural energy. And the toads, the snakes, and the slugs have secret locations with potent natural energy. That if you touch oil there, put it on you, you will immediately start absorbing natural energy and turn into a frog if you're not careful. If the frog's not there to help you, that's absurd. Can you imagine if the Otsuki planted the tree here? This much potent energy. How did this get here? Where did it come from? It's always been here. Like, it's just so weird, sort of. Y'all have a lot of information. Y'all have a lot of power. This place is very hidden. The Hidden Leaf get attacked. We are the children of Kaguya and Hagoromo, who is sort of responsible for a lot of chaos. But what happened to the previous Otsuki? Don't worry about it. Us sages just happen to be willing to help you humans become pure sages to defeat them. And y'all happen to be partial Otsuki. Or there were two Otsuki on the planet. Y'all faced them. Y'all wasn't good enough. Or something happened between you. And you learned that chakra can suppress natural energy in a natural way. Not forcing it through the Ten Tails. Or like how Mitsuki does, because it destroys his internal organs. That's not natural. That's like they do it by being still. And just letting it flow through them. Naturally. They can just run out of it. This is the right way. Where did they learn it? If he was the first pure sage, how did y'all know that would work? How did you know teaching the enemy such godly power would work out in your favor? Was it just fate and destiny? How lucky are these three animals that such a pure soul was born to the planet? It's crazy coincidence. Fate. It's his fate to be good. It's always a good person born. It's always somebody aggressive like Sasuke born. It's always somebody nice like Naruto born. The same groups of people keep being born over and over again. That don't matter to the Otsuki. That doesn't, to them, those are just their pieces to play. And there are two dead Otsukis. They would have seen all this future. They would have knew all this will happen. And they would want to trouble the future Otsuki. They would want to trouble Ishiki. They would want to trouble Kaguya. And get her descendants to cause chaos. The original traitors.